Alright, what is up guys? Welcome to the video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Raymond. I'm an ICU nurse. I have maybe 5 or 6 tips, kind of just like general tips for nursing school that I hope will be able to help. Oh my gosh, so bright. It's kind of like blinding. What's that noise? So anyway, let's get this show started. Drink some agua before we get to the parta. Oh, that's good water. Alright, so right on to tip number 1. Know that your days off are really not your days off. And you might think I'm joking, but I'm not. In nursing school, we would have every Wednesday, it would be our day off. To be honest, it didn't even feel like your day off because you'd be studying anyway. And trust me, you really need the time off. You really need the time off class so that you can catch up with class. I had all these classes. You had foundations, you had skills, you had clinicals. Pretty sure you have another class, but I forgot. But you have to balance all those out, and it's your first semester of nursing school. You have no idea what you're doing. Your freaking heads are falling off. So tip number 2 is teachers expect you to be on time for everything, or else they send you home. And this isn't a joke. I've seen people being sent home. That's not even the worst part. In nursing school, one day off or one missed day doesn't just impact your learning, but it also impacts your grade. I don't quite remember how it works. Clearly, I've never been late for class, right? You might think that, but no, you're wrong. I've been late numerous times. So when they send you home, it actually counts as a missed day, and a missed day equals lower grades. Especially when it's clinicals. Each clinical day, you basically have to be there, or you don't have any choice. If you miss one day, that's it, you're out. Because that's how the percentages work because you only have a limited amount of clinical days. So if you miss one, then that's a really big deal. Alright, so tip number 4, this is actually one of my favorites, because basically tip number 4 I have is mindset is key. Positive mindset will get you far in the program. And I've seen this so many times, when people are in the program and they always think negative thoughts. If you go into a class already thinking negatively, then it's not going to help you succeed in the class. So I would suggest changing your way of thinking. No matter what stage you are in the program, or if you're barely joining the program or entering the program, I would suggest just keeping a positive attitude throughout the whole program. And that will generally get you pretty far. Positive attitude and hard work, that will get you pretty far in the program, I guarantee it. On to tip number 5. Nursing classes are not the same as regular classes. So when I say this, I mean so say your English classes, your math classes. I don't have anything against those classes. It's just not the same as nursing classes. So nursing classes are generally harder and they're graded differently. The passing percentage was 78%. I believe for other universities it might be 77 or 76. Our percentages was pretty high. You needed a higher percentage to be able to pass. You got 77.3, you would fail the class, so that you would get 1 strike. But if you get 77.5 or above, you would pass the class. You had a thing called remediation. If you took an exam and you got 80% and above, you would not have to do remediation. And remediation is basically, you do a bunch of paperwork, you see what you got wrong, assess your method of studying and what went wrong during the exam, and what you can do for the next exam to get better. It's generally a good idea, but most people see it as a waste of time because they could be using that time studying. But it is what it is. It's a requirement, and for my program anyway, and you have to do it. Try to anticipate that it's not going to be the same as your other classes. Mentally prepare yourself. Don't underestimate your classes. They also require more study time. So if you're already in the program, you know that you have to get books this big. I'm not even exaggerating. This big. Chick-fil-A and reading a book, or I could be your typical Becky and go to Starbucks and get an iced caramel macchiato and read sophisticated books. Go away, read some books. So on to my last tip. It says this is number 6, but I don't even know how many things I said. My last tip is organization is also key. Staying ahead and planning ahead will decrease the amount of stress, and this is not even a joke either. You do not know how much organization helps with relieving your stress. Because imagine You're trying to stress out studying for this exam. You're stressing out to make up with this assignment, follow up with your clinical assignments. You need to do paperwork for those, and you have to get up at like 5 and be at the hospital at like 6:30 in the morning. So staying organized is gonna save you a lot of time. Just think about it, like all that time you save, like you could be sleeping, or like even better, studying some more. Organization is definitely key. Like get yourself a calendar, a planner, so you can write everything. What I recommend is, when I get a calendar, is I always start with all the things that I absolutely have to go to or have to do, like your classes, clinicals, assignments that are due, exams, exam dates, all those types of things that you actually have to be there. Like you have absolutely no choice, that you can't skip. So I would write those down in the calendar first, and then pretty much I would just wing it from there. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not really a big calendar guy. I just write down what's important, and then I just wing it for the rest of the day. For me personally, I don't really write down all my study times. Like some people, they're really specific, like from 1:30 to 2:30. I just write down, say I have class from 8 to 12. I'll just plan out the rest of my day so that I can get some rest and go to the gym. I would try to fit everything else in between those times that I absolutely had to do something. So that's how I basically did my calendar. Also, for you girls out there, you can also highlight and color code. I know you like your Sharpies. Guys too, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I used highlighters, I think. Yeah, I used highlighters too, so sorry, no, not just girls, guys too then. Stay organized, color code. Basically, that will get you pretty far in the program. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tips series. I postponed this video for way too long. I planned this whole video out. I was gonna do it outside, outdoors, in the fresh air. I wish I knew some of these tips like when I first started in nursing school, because level 1 was basically the toughest. I didn't know what I was doing, but I had a positive mindset. So I was just going along, staying organized, and basically following instructions. I also realized that summer is actually over now, except from South Texas, because here it's still like 100 degrees and I'm wearing a fleece. And then I realized like, oh, summer's over, so class is about to start. Maybe I should do a video on like some tips that I have for like nursing. I hope this helped. If you guys have any questions, or if you want to know some more things about nursing school, feel free to comment in the comments section. Is that what the YouTubers say? Type your questions in the comment section. Now we're either gonna go eat, or we're gonna hit the gym, or both.
No motion right now, I can barely focus. I'm showing no emotion. On your knees, show your devotion. My skin is black but golden. I'm not here for bragging, boasting. Ain't lying, I've been chosen. Mind is burning, heart's exploding. This is my magnum opus. Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now? Am I going in and out? I stop and just look around to see if you're with me now. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot them, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd, but still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me? Step in the fire, get ready to take it higher. Real nigga coming out your amplified. Y'all want every black man to be rich and proud. Why these weapons fuck up and turn into shy, huh? Cell phone became your brother. Internet replace your mother. You leaving homies on red. It's no wonder all your friends dead. Jealousy was a centerpiece, so my best friends turned to enemies. Sabotage my identity. Why they wanna treat me like a Kennedy? They wanna affect the legacy. Protect the heart, I cut off the extremities. I'll never be another piece in your recipe for social supremacy. Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now? Am I going in and out?
That concludes the gym session. Take a look at your newest members of Colts. No more of that old gym.